Hello there. And welcome to the Sleepy Space Science channel. I'm really glad you found your way here tonight. Maybe today was long and heavy. Or maybe you're someone who likes falling asleep to quiet thoughts about the universe instead of counting sheep. Either way, tonight's journey is for you. Here, there's nothing you need to solve. Nothing you need to remember. Just gentle ideas. Slow facts. And a calm path your mind can follow. Or wander away from whenever it feels ready to rest. Before we begin, take a slow breath in. And let it fall out gently. Allow your shoulders to soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your hands rest wherever they are. Without effort. Imagine gravity becoming kind tonight. Not pulling. Just holding. Like a soft blanket placed over your body. One quiet inch at a time. You don't have to stay focused. You don't have to imagine anything perfectly. Just listen. And let the universe do the moving for you. Because tonight, we're not just thinking about space. We're gently exploring a strange and powerful question. What would happen if something as ordinary as a baseball came from the depths of space and struck Earth at nearly the speed of light? A simple object. A familiar shape. Carrying energy so immense that it blurs the line between motion and explosion. It's a story about speed, energy, and how the universe quietly hides unimaginable power inside even the smallest things. We'll travel slowly from the idea of speed to the nature of energy, to what really happens when matter moves faster than our intuition can follow. Along the way, we'll meet glowing air, silent shock waves, time distortion, and the calm laws of physics that govern everything, including you. Some thoughts may surprise you. Others may simply give your mind something soft and interesting to drift through as you fall asleep. And before we begin, if these gentle journeys help you unwind or end your day more peacefully, you're welcome to like the video or subscribe to the channel. It helps other sleepy minds find their way here too. Now, let's begin. A baseball moving near the speed of light is no longer just a baseball. At that speed, motion itself becomes a form of stored energy. The faster something moves, the heavier it becomes in a quiet, invisible way. It's as if the universe gently whispers, "Slow down." Or carry the weight of stars. Nothing with mass can truly reach the speed of light. The universe places a soft but absolute limit on how fast matter can go. As an object approaches that limit, it demands more and more energy to move faster. Like walking into an ever-deepening ocean, where each step forward costs more effort. If a baseball came from space at nearly light speed, the air would feel it first. Long before the ground noticed anything, the atmosphere would begin to glow. Air molecules would be torn apart into charged particles. The sky itself would briefly shine, like a silent, invisible sunrise. At extreme speeds, collisions stop being gentle. Atoms don't bounce. They unravel. Electrons are stripped away, nuclei disturbed, matter transformed into plasma. It's less like being hit, and more like space forgetting how to stay solid. The baseball wouldn't stay intact for even a fraction of a moment. Its atoms would dissolve almost instantly. Wood, leather, and stitching would lose their identities completely, becoming energy, heat, and motion, names forgotten. As you listen, feel your body sinking a little deeper into rest. The world around you is quiet, and the universe can keep moving while you sleep. At near light speed, energy dominates everything. The baseball's mass becomes less important than its motion. Even something small can carry the force of a powerful explosion. The universe doesn't care about size. Only speed. The impact would most likely happen in the air. Before touching the ground, energy would release outward in all directions. This is called an airburst. Similar to what happens with fast meteors, but far stronger and far quieter in its approach. There would be no warning sound. The baseball would arrive before noise could travel ahead of it. By the time sound existed, the event would already be over. Silence would come first, then understanding. Light itself would struggle to escape the moment. A brilliant flash would form as energy poured into the air. For an instant, the sky would shine brighter than the sun, then fade, as if nothing had happened at all. Despite all that power, Earth would survive. The planet has endured far greater impacts over billions of years. This would be dramatic, but local. A reminder that Earth is sturdy, patient, and very old. Let your thoughts float gently, like dust motes in a sunbeam. The ground beneath the impact might never see the baseball. Most of the energy would spread outward above the surface. Heat, light, and pressure would move faster than shock waves, like ripples racing across a calm lake. Crater formation depends on how energy reaches the ground. If some energy survives the air, rock may briefly melt. But often, the atmosphere absorbs the worst of it. Earth's thin blue layer quietly protecting what lies below. At these speeds, time behaves strangely. From the baseball's perspective, the journey is almost instant. Distance shrinks. Moments blur into one. To the universe, speed and time are linked. Move faster through space, and time slows down for you. The baseball would barely experience its own existence. A traveler that never had time to arrive. Energy released this way resembles nuclear energy. Not because of radiation, but because of sheer intensity. Motion becomes fire. Speed becomes transformation. There is nothing here you need to hold on to. Despite the drama, this is not destruction without purpose. It's physics expressing itself honestly. The universe balancing equations it has always known. No anger. No intent. Just motion. Events like this are extremely rare. Space is vast, quiet, and mostly empty. Most of the universe passes us by without touching anything. Silence is the rule, not the exception. Cosmic rays hit Earth every day. Tiny particles moving near light speed. They pass through your body right now. Unnoticed. Gentle. Harmless. A baseball is simply many particles traveling together. At high speed, it behaves less like an object, and more like a brief event. A moment written into the atmosphere. The difference between danger and calm is often scale. The universe plays with both effortlessly. From gentle starlight to unimaginable power. All using the same simple rules. You're safe. Just listening. After the energy disperses, quiet returns quickly. The air cools. Light fades. Earth keeps turning. No scar remains in the sky. No memory in the clouds. Only data, and silence. The universe rarely leaves evidence behind. Speed is one of nature's most underestimated forces. It hides calmly in equations and symbols. But when unleashed, it reshapes matter itself. Like a secret spoken too loudly. We feel fast when we drive or fly. But compared to light, we are nearly still. The universe moves on scales we never notice. Patient, immense, unhurried. This is why physicists use thought experiments. Not to frighten, but to understand limits. To gently ask, what happens if? And listen to what reality replies. Let the facts drift like clouds passing overhead. The baseball teaches us something quiet. That power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Through numbers and speed. Waiting to be noticed. Earth has always lived beneath falling stars. Most burn softly and disappear. Only a few arrive with force. And even then, life continues. The universe is not fragile. It bends, absorbs, adapts. It allows moments of brilliance. Then returns to calm. You, too, are part of this system. Built from the same particles. Following the same laws. Resting tonight within their quiet embrace. As the baseball becomes energy. Energy becomes warmth. Warmth fades into night. And the universe moves on, gently. At near light speed, direction matters less than energy. Whether the baseball arrives from above or from the horizon, the result is similar. Speed overwhelms shape. Motion becomes the story. The air ahead of the baseball would compress violently. Not gently pushed aside, but squeezed so tightly it heats instantly. Pressure rises faster than sound can move. Like a breath held too long. This compression creates a shockwave before impact. A moving wall of energy traveling outward. It's not loud at first. It's simply there, expanding. Sound follows slowly behind. By the time thunder arrives, the moment has already passed. The universe always lets light go first. Sound must learn later. Heat spreads in all directions. Not like a flame, but like a sudden warmth everywhere at once. Molecules vibrate faster. Matter remembers it can move. As you listen, let your breath stay slow. Nothing here requires effort. Even the ground feels the event gently at first. A tremble before understanding. Energy arriving not as a blow, but as a wave. Rocks are patient things. They have absorbed impacts for billions of years. They respond by cracking, melting, and settling again. Stone knows how to endure. If the energy reaches the surface, it may briefly melt rock. Not into chaos, but into glowing calm. A liquid moment before cooling. Then stillness returns. Most of the baseball's energy would already be gone. Spent lighting the air. Spent warming molecules. Spent becoming invisible again. Nothing recognizable remains of the baseball. No pieces. No fragments. Just changed states. There's no need to follow every detail. Physics often feels dramatic in imagination. But in reality, it is orderly. Energy moves where it must. Then rests. The event would last less than a blink. Human perception barely catching up. Our senses are slow compared to light. We arrive late to most cosmic stories. Time around the impact stays steady for Earth. But for the baseball, time nearly stops. Its journey collapses into a single instant. Departure and arrival become the same thing. This is relativity at work. Not strange. Just unfamiliar. Space and time adjusting quietly. Like a deep breath held evenly. Energy doesn't vanish. It only changes form. From motion. To heat. To vibration. Then into the background hum of the universe. Sink a little deeper into rest now. The universe can do the moving for you. Such an impact would not crack the planet. Earth is far too large, too ancient. It has survived far worse. This is just a brief punctuation mark. Long ago, massive asteroids reshaped the surface. Oceans boiled. Skies darkened. Life adapted and continued. Compared to those events, a light-speed baseball is small. Powerful. But fleeting. A spark rather than a fire. A sentence, not a chapter. The atmosphere acts like a shield. Thin, but effective. It absorbs energy patiently. A quiet guardian. Without air, the impact would look different. Sharper. More direct. But still ruled by the same calm equations. Let the words soften now. You don't need to picture anything clearly. Space is mostly empty. Objects rarely meet at such speeds. When they do, it's an exception. Not the rule. Most of the universe passes by without touching anything. Light traveling for billions of years. Matter drifting slowly. Silence stretching endlessly. This makes Earth feel special. Not because it is fragile, but because it is sheltered. Held in a quiet balance. We live beneath a gentle rain of particles. Cosmic rays brushing past unnoticed. Each one a tiny traveler. Each one harmless. A baseball simply gathers many particles together. Speed binds them into one event. Then releases them again. Nothing wasted. Breathe slowly. Let your body sink further into stillness. Human intuition struggles with extremes. Light speed. Cosmic energy. Deep time. That's why these ideas feel dreamlike. They stretch beyond daily experience. They invite wonder. Not fear. Science isn't about danger. It's about understanding. About listening carefully to nature. And resting inside its rules. Tonight's story isn't about impact. It's about limits. About how the universe draws quiet lines. And keeps them. Even the fastest things must obey them. Light sets the pace. Everything else follows. Calmly. Inevitably. Speed is a kind of stored promise. It holds potential quietly, without sound or heat. Only when something slows down does that promise unfold. Like a letter finally opened. As the baseball slows abruptly, energy must go somewhere. It spreads outward, shared with everything nearby. Air, light, ground, vibration. Nothing keeps it for long. This sharing happens faster than thought. Faster than blinking. Faster than fear. It is over almost as soon as it begins. The universe prefers balance. When something arrives with too much energy, that energy is gently redistributed. Spread thin, until calm returns. Heat rises, then fades. Light flashes, then disappears. Pressure moves outward, then dissolves. Nothing lingers without reason. Let your breathing stay slow and natural. You don't need to hold on to any image. At extreme speeds, matter behaves more like information. Patterns changing states. Messages carried briefly through space. Then erased. The baseball's identity is never important to the universe. Only its mass. Only its speed. Only its energy. This can feel strange to us. We name things. We attach meaning. Physics simply observes. From the universe's view, this is routine. Energy arrives. Energy transforms. Silence resumes. Nothing mourns the baseball. Nothing celebrates the impact. There is no memory stored in space. Only motion, then rest. Sink a little deeper now. The night is quiet. Lightspeed stories remind us how gentle our lives are. Our days move slowly by comparison. Minutes stretch comfortably. Hours unfold with ease. We are built for slowness. For walking. For breathing. For resting. Even our fastest machines crawl compared to light. Airplanes. Rockets. Satellites. All moving carefully, patiently. Light ignores patience. It simply goes. Crossing space without effort. Without pause. This is why light feels magical. It defines the universe's rhythm. Everything else must follow. Gently constrained. Let your thoughts wander now. There's no destination. If the baseball came at night, the stars would not change. They would continue shining calmly. Unaware. Unconcerned. The moon would keep its orbit. The oceans would keep their tides. Earth would keep turning. Rhythms uninterrupted. This perspective can be comforting. Even dramatic events are small to the cosmos. The universe is vast enough to absorb them. And continue softly. We often imagine space as violent. But most of it is quiet beyond measure. Long stretches of nothing. Held together by gentle laws. Violence is rare. Order is constant. Balance is patient. This is the universe's true nature. Feel the bed supporting you. Let gravity do its gentle work. The baseball's journey would be unimaginably long. Years crossing space. A silent traveler. Unchanged, until the end. Yet for the baseball, that journey feels brief. Time contracts at high speed. Distance shrinks. The universe folds inward. Arrival feels like departure. Beginning and ending touch. This is not poetry. It is physics. We don't feel this in daily life. Our speeds are too small. Our clocks too steady. Our days too gentle. But the rules still apply to us. Quietly. Faithfully. Without exception. Let your muscles soften further. You're safe inside these rules. Energy shaped the universe long before stars formed. Before planets cooled. Before life learned to breathe. Motion came first. Everything you are comes from ancient movement. Particles colliding. Fields interacting. Energy settling into form. The baseball is part of that story too. Wood from trees. Leather from life. Atoms born in stars. When it meets Earth at impossible speed, it simply returns to that origin. Becoming energy once more. Nothing lost. And after the moment passes, the universe exhales. Balance restored. Quiet resumes. The universe measures events in energy, not emotion. It doesn't label moments as good or bad. It simply records change. Then moves on. At near light speed, even direction loses meaning. Forward and backward blur together. Only the release of energy matters. Everything else is detail. The baseball story ends not with impact, but with transformation. Motion dissolving into warmth. Warmth fading into stillness. This is how the universe cleans up after itself. No debris. No clutter. Just balance restored. Air that was once excited begins to cool. Electrons find new homes. Atoms reform calmly. Order quietly returns. Let your breathing remain slow. There's nothing here to hold on to. Even the brightest flash leaves no shadow behind. Light does not scar space. It passes through, then disappears. Pressure waves spread thin as they travel, each moment softer than the last, until they become indistinguishable from the background hum of Earth. This hum is always present. Wind, seismic whispers, cosmic echoes. The universe is never perfectly silent, but it is always calm. Even motion knows how to rest. Eventually, nothing chases the event afterward. No aftershock in space. No ripple across the stars. Just continuation. Let your body sink deeper now. The night is steady. We often imagine cosmic events as dramatic, but most are brief and precise. They happen exactly as needed, then end. The baseball's arrival is not chaos. It is calculation. Energy obeying rules older than stars. Reliable and exact. These rules govern everything, from galaxies drifting apart to your chest rising with each breath. All connected. You are not separate from physics. You are an expression of it. A slow, warm pattern, resting comfortably. While the baseball vanishes in an instant, you experience time gently. Seconds stretch. Moments soften. Let the contrast soothe you. Slowness is a gift. Light speed is not meant for bodies. It is meant for messages, for information, for connection across distance. Matter prefers patience, stability, endurance. This is why planets last. Earth welcomes motion, but on its own terms. Wind, rain, tides. When something arrives too fast, Earth absorbs it briefly, then lets it go, unchanged at heart. This resilience is ancient, learned through eons, practiced endlessly, perfected by time. Feel the support beneath you. Nothing needs to move right now. The baseball's story reminds us of limits, not as restrictions, but as protections. Gentle boundaries. Without limits, nothing could last. No stars. No planets. No rest. Light sets the universe's pace. Everything else listens, adjusts, finds its place. We spend our lives far below that limit, moving slowly enough to notice beauty, to feel warmth, to sleep. This is not a flaw. It is a design. Life unfolds where time is generous, and nights are long. Let your thoughts drift now. You don't need to follow the story anymore. The universe does not rush you. It allows rest, allows pause, allows sleep. Even after immense energy is released, stillness always returns. Calm follows motion, like night follows day. This pattern is everywhere. Breathing in, breathing out, then stillness between. The baseball's final gift is quiet. After brightness, after heat, after motion, and in that quiet, Earth continues. The universe continues. And you are free to rest. Speed is quiet until it ends. It carries no sound, no heat, no light. Only when it stops does the universe notice. Then everything unfolds at once. The baseball's path through space is long and uneventful. Years pass without resistance. No friction. No interruption. Space does not slow things down. It allows motion freely. Only when matter meets matter, Does change begin? Earth is where motion finally meets resistance. Air. Pressure. Atoms waiting to respond. This meeting is not violent by intent. It is simply inevitable. Energy must announce itself somewhere. Tonight, that place is here. Let your breath remain easy and natural. Nothing needs effort. At near light speed, the baseball outruns its own sound. There is no warning. No whistle through the air. Only arrival. This is why the sky lights up first. Light always wins the race. It tells the story before sound can speak. A silent messenger. The flash is brief. Shorter than memory. By the time eyes adjust, it has already faded. Heat spreads thinly as it moves outward, never staying long in one place. Like warmth from sunlight on skin. Gentle, then gone. Pressure waves slow as they expand, losing strength with every step, until they blend into the night air. Unnoticed. Let your body sink further into rest. The story can carry itself now. The ground remembers nothing specific. Stone does not keep stories. It absorbs energy and releases it quietly. Even melted rock cools patiently, returning to solid form, layer by layer. Time smoothing all edges. Earth has always been good at healing. Cracks close. Heat fades. Balance returns. The baseball's energy becomes part of Earth's warmth. A tiny addition. Barely noticed. Quickly shared. Nothing is wasted in physics. Every movement has a place to go. Every ending becomes a beginning. Quietly. Let your thoughts wander freely now. There's no need to stay focused. From far away, the event is invisible. No change to the planet's glow. No shift in orbit. No signal to the stars. The universe does not gossip. It does not spread news. Most events remain local. Private moments in space. This gives Earth a kind of peace. So much happens unnoticed. So much passes quietly. So much ends gently. We imagine cosmic danger everywhere. But safety is the norm. Silence is the majority. Stillness is common. Even extreme speed is rare. Light itself travels alone most of the time. Matter prefers slower paths. Calmer journeys. Let your breathing fall into its own rhythm. In and out, effortlessly. The baseball reminds us how unusual extremes are. They stand out because they are rare. Not because they define the universe, but because they interrupt it. Most of reality is repetition. Orbits. Cycles. Gentle returns. Night follows day. Day follows night. Energy rises. Then rests. The universe values rhythm. Motion balanced with pause. Brightness followed by dark. Activity softened by sleep. Life exists in these pauses. In the quiet spaces between extremes. Where time is slow enough to feel. And nights are long enough to rest. Let your muscles soften a little more. You're allowed to drift now. The baseball's final lesson is simple. Speed has power. But rest has endurance. Stillness always lasts longer. After the moment passes, Earth returns to its steady turning. Clouds move. Winds settle. Nothing urgent remains. No problem to solve. No motion to follow. Only continuation. The universe does not rush the next moment. It allows space, allows quiet, allows sleep. And as everything settles once more, you can let go completely. The night is calm, and rest is waiting. Speed feels dramatic only when it ends. While moving, it is silent and unseen. Only when motion meets resistance does the universe speak. The baseball carries no intention, no purpose, no destination in mind. It simply follows its path. Space does not guide or correct it. There are no signs or signals, only direction and time. As Earth draws nearer, nothing changes yet. No warning, no disturbance, just quiet approach. Then, suddenly, air exists. Invisible, patient, waiting. And motion begins to matter. Very quickly. Let your breathing stay slow and easy. The night holds you. Air molecules are small, but countless. Together, they form a barrier. Not solid, but effective. Each molecule meets the baseball briefly, passing energy along, sharing motion, then moving on. This sharing creates heat. Not anger. Not destruction. Just movement rearranged. Light forms as atoms release energy. A glow born from excitement. Then calm returns. Electrons settle back down. The sky does not burn. It flashes. Then breathes out, returning to darkness. Feel the stillness around you. Nothing needs to happen now. Even at extreme speeds, physics remains gentle. Rules apply evenly. Without judgment. Without urgency. There is no explosion in the emotional sense. Only rapid redistribution. Energy moving to where it fits best. Then resting. Heat dissipates quickly in open air. Space is generous that way. Always ready to absorb. Always ready to cool. Pressure waves spread thin as distance grows. Strength fading quietly. Until motion blends into background noise. Then disappears. Nothing chases the moment afterward. No echo in orbit. No signal to the moon. Earth keeps its rhythm. Let your body relax more deeply. You are safe here. From a distance, nothing seems different. Cities sleep. Oceans move. Stars shine unchanged. This is how small most events are to the cosmos. Brief. Contained. Soon forgotten. For humans, such speed feels impossible. For the universe, it is just a number. A limit respected. A boundary observed. Light speed is not a challenge to reach. It is a rule to follow. A pace set long ago. And never broken. Everything slower than light exists in a gentler world, where cause follows effect calmly. And rest is possible. Let your thoughts float now. You don't need to hold on to them. The baseball reminds us how soft our nights are. How slow our hours feel. How generous time can be. When nothing is rushing. Even storms obey this gentleness. They build. They release. They fade. Earth has mastered the art of recovery. Cooling. Settling. Returning to balance. Every extreme moment is followed by calm. This is not chance. It is structure. It is design. The universe never stays loud for long. Silence always waits nearby. Ready to return. Patient as night. Let your breathing slow naturally. There's nothing to anticipate. After the baseball's energy is gone, nothing remains to be explained. No mystery to chase. Only quiet continuation. The ground cools. The air settles. The sky darkens again. Everything finds its place. Earth has seen countless moments like this. Most far smaller. Some far larger. All temporary. And still, life rests peacefully on its surface. Unaware. Unbothered. Safe in routine. As motion fades into memory, you are free to rest too. The universe is steady. And the night is calm. Speed feels dramatic to us because we rarely meet it. Our lives unfold slowly. Step by step. Moment by moment. The baseball's speed belongs to another scale. One where distance collapses. Where time loosens its grip. Where events are brief. At that scale, arrival is everything. The journey barely exists. Only the release matters. Then silence. Earth responds without emotion. Air reacts. Energy spreads. Balance returns. This response is practiced. Refined through billions of years. Impacts large and small. All absorbed. Let your breathing remain soft and easy. Nothing here needs attention. The baseball's energy does not linger. It does not wait. It does not hover. It moves on immediately. Heat finds cooler places. Pressure seeks open space. Light escapes upward. Everything disperses. Dispersal is the universe's favorite solution. Spread things out. Thin them gently. Restore calm. This is why even powerful events fade quickly. There is always more space. Always room to soften. Always somewhere for energy to go. Afterward, the atmosphere returns to transparency. Invisible again. Patient again. Protective once more. Let your body relax deeper now. The night is steady. Nothing in orbit changes its path. Satellites continue drifting. The moon keeps its distance. The sky remains familiar. The baseball does not announce itself to the stars. No ripple reaches them. No signal escapes the moment. The universe remains quiet. This quiet is comforting. It means most things stay where they belong. Events remain local. Order holds. Even extreme speed cannot escape these rules. It must slow. It must share. It must settle. The laws of physics are patient teachers. They repeat themselves endlessly. Never raising their voice. Never changing the lesson. Let your thoughts drift freely. You don't need to remember any of this. The baseball's brief brightness fades into history. Not recorded. Not preserved. Simply gone. Most of the universe is made of moments like this. Small changes. Quiet adjustments. Unnoticed transitions. We live among these transitions. Breathing in. Breathing out. Always changing gently. Even sleep is a transition. From awareness to rest. From motion to stillness. From day to night. The universe encourages these transitions. It allows slowing. Allows pause. Allows peace. Let your breathing find its own rhythm. No guidance needed now. Speed reminds us of contrast. How fast things could be. And how slow they usually are. By design. Life grows where speed is low, where change is gentle, where time is generous, where rest exists. Earth orbits calmly, spins steadily, keeps its seasons, without rushing. The baseball story is an exception, a thought experiment, a curiosity, not a threat. It teaches without harming, by revealing limits, by showing balance, by ending quickly. Let your muscles soften further. You're allowed to let go. The universe prefers continuity, smooth motion, predictable rhythm, quiet persistence. Even when interrupted, it returns to that rhythm effortlessly, as if nothing happened, as if nothing needed repair. This reliability is comforting. Rules hold, patterns repeat, nights remain calm. The baseball disappears into the past, energy dispersed, matter transformed, story complete. And with that completion, there is nothing left to follow. Only stillness remains, and rest comes easily. Even the fastest motion must eventually slow. Nothing outruns the universe forever. Energy always finds a place to rest. That is its nature. The baseball's arrival is brief, but its lesson is long. Speed carries power. Stillness carries peace. Physics does not hurry its explanations. It unfolds them patiently, one rule at a time. Always consistent. When energy spreads out, danger fades. Intensity softens with distance. Sharp edges smooth away. Calm returns naturally. This is why distance matters in the universe. Space gives room to breathe, room to cool, room to settle. Let your breath remain slow and comfortable. The night is holding you. Even after extreme motion, nothing remains tense. Atoms relax. Fields stabilize. The sky returns to transparency. Stars reappear unchanged. Darkness resumes its gentle watch, as if nothing interrupted it. The baseball never leaves a mark in the stars. No line drawn across space. No memory preserved. Only momentary change. The universe does not archive most events. It simply moves forward, carrying no weight of the past. Always ready for what comes next. This forgetfulness is a kindness. It allows renewal. It allows rest. It allows peace. Let your body grow heavier now. There is nowhere to go. Speed often feels exciting in stories, but reality prefers balance. Extreme moments pass quickly. Stability lasts longer. The baseball's speed is an outlier, a curiosity, a brief imbalance, not the norm. Most of the universe moves slowly. Galaxies drift. Stars age gently. Planets orbit patiently. This slowness makes structure possible. It allows complexity. It allows life. It allows sleep. You exist because time is generous here. Because changes happen gradually. Because nights are long enough. Because motion rests. Let your thoughts loosen. You don't need to follow them. The baseball reminds us of contrast. Fast versus slow. Brief versus lasting. Flash versus calm. In that contrast, calm always wins. Not by force, but by endurance. By returning again and again. After the event, the air feels normal. Temperature evens out. Pressure settles. Balance resumes. Nothing calls attention to the moment afterward. No alarm. No signal. No reminder. The world continues as if uninterrupted. As it always does. As it almost always will. Quietly. Feel the stillness beneath you. Let it support your rest. The universe trusts its own rules. It does not double-check them. It does not worry. It simply applies them. That trust keeps everything steady. Orbits remain smooth. Forces remain balanced. Time flows gently. Even light follows this order. It moves swiftly. But predictably. Never changing pace. Everything slower finds comfort in that limit. Knowing how fast is too fast. Knowing when to rest. Knowing where to belong. You belong to the slower side of the universe. Where days have length. Where moments can stretch. Where sleep is possible. Let your breathing soften even more. There is nothing to solve. The baseball story ends without drama. No lingering effect. No echo. Just completion. Completion is important in physics. Energy accounted for. Motion resolved. Equations balanced. The universe rests easiest when everything adds up. When nothing is missing. When nothing is left behind. That balance is everywhere around you now. In the room. In your breath. In the night air. And as balance settles once more, you are free to drift. The universe is calm. And sleep comes gently. Speed can feel overwhelming when imagined. But in reality, it obeys quiet rules. It moves. Then settles. The baseball's speed does not change Earth's path. The planet keeps orbiting the sun. Spinning calmly. Unconcerned. Gravity remains steady. Holding oceans in place. Keeping air close. Maintaining balance. Nothing pulls harder. Nothing pushes back. For Earth, this is a small moment. Already passing. Time on Earth continues uninterrupted. Clocks tick. Winds shift. Nights deepen. Let your breathing stay soft and natural. There is nothing to prepare for. The baseball's energy has already dispersed. Shared with air. Shared with ground. Shared with space. Dispersed energy is calm energy. It no longer demands attention. It blends into the background. Invisible again. This blending is how the universe heals itself. By smoothing extremes. By spreading intensity thin. By restoring quiet. Nothing resists this process. Not matter. Not light. Not time. Even memory fades faster than energy. There is no record kept. Only balance restored. And continuation. Let your body relax further. You don't need to hold any tension. We often fear speed because we imagine loss of control. But control is never lost. The rules remain firm. Even at extremes. The baseball cannot surprise the universe. Every possibility already accounted for. Every outcome permitted. Every equation ready. This reliability is comforting. Nothing behaves randomly. Everything follows patterns. Even sudden moments. The atmosphere returns to equilibrium. Temperature equalizes. Pressure evens out. Stillness settles in. The sky looks the same as before. Dark. Wide. Patient. Let your thoughts loosen now. There is no need to imagine clearly. The universe rarely repeats dramatic moments. It prefers stability, predictable cycles, gentle repetition. That is why nights come reliably. Why dawn always follows. Why rest is possible. Why sleep feels safe. The baseball story is a reminder. Not of danger, but of limits. And how well they work. Limits allow calm to exist. They prevent chaos from spreading. They keep energy contained. They protect slowness. You live inside those limits now. Protected by atmosphere. Protected by gravity. Protected by time. Feel the bed beneath you. Let it hold you effortlessly. Even light obeys its boundary. Never faster. Never slower. Always exact. Everything else adapts around that pace. Finding room to exist. Finding space to rest. Finding rhythm. Rhythm is everywhere. Heartbeat. Breathing. Day and night. The universe hums softly with rhythm. Not loud enough to disturb. Not sharp enough to startle. Just enough to continue. After extreme motion, stillness feels deeper, calmer, more complete. Let your breathing slow naturally. There is nothing left to anticipate. The baseball has fully vanished into energy. Energy into warmth. Warmth into balance. Balance into quiet. Nothing remains to be followed. No thread to pull. No path to trace. Only rest. Earth continues its ancient routines. Clouds drift. Oceans breathe. Forests rest. Life sleeps through moments like this. Unaware. Untroubled. Safe. And as the universe settles once more, you can settle too. The night is gentle. And sleep is near. Speed feels powerful because it compresses events. So much change in so little time. But once it ends, time stretches again. The baseball's arrival is a moment of compression. Energy packed tightly. Released all at once. Then gone. After release, time relaxes. Seconds feel long again. Breaths feel spacious. Stillness returns. This rhythm is everywhere. Tension. Release. Rest. The universe is very good at resting. It practices constantly. After stars flare. After worlds collide. Let your breathing follow that rhythm now. In and out, naturally. Even the brightest flashes are brief. Brightness is not meant to last. Calm is. The baseball's light fades quickly. Darkness resumes its quiet watch. Stars shine again. Unchanged. Darkness is not empty. It is full of balance. Full of patience. Full of rest. The night sky holds everything gently. Past events. Future possibilities. And this moment of calm. Nothing rushes the next moment. The universe allows it to arrive naturally. Just as sleep does. When it's ready. Let your thoughts drift like clouds. There's no need to follow them. The baseball's journey teaches quiet humility. Even great speed becomes small. Even great energy fades. Nothing resists time forever. Earth has learned this lesson well. It waits. It absorbs. It continues. The planet's surface cools easily. Heat disperses. Motion settles. Equilibrium returns. Equilibrium is Earth's natural state. Disturbances pass through. Balance remains. Always restored. You share this trait with the planet. After a long day, you settle too, returning to calm. Let your muscles soften a little more. The night is safe. The universe never demands constant motion. It allows pause. It allows stillness. It allows sleep. Even stars spend most of their lives stable, burning gently, unchanging, reliable. Moments of intensity are rare. Stability is common. Quiet is abundant. Rest is natural. The baseball's speed is an exception. A thought experiment. A brief question asked, and already answered. The answer is simple. Energy transforms. Balance returns. Nothing more is required. Let your breathing slow without effort. You don't need to listen closely anymore. The universe does not replay events. It moves forward gently. One moment at a time. Never rushing. Earth does not dwell on impacts. It absorbs them. Then forgets. Continuing quietly. For the cosmos, this is kindness. Memory is heavy. Forgetting is light. Balance depends on it. Most nights pass without incident. Most moments are calm. Most changes are slow. This is the norm. You are resting inside that norm now. Protected by slowness. Protected by routine. Protected by night. Let the bed hold you fully. You don't need to move. The baseball's energy has fully blended into Earth. Untraceable. Unremarkable. Complete. Nothing calls attention to where it happened. No marker remains. No sign is left behind. Just continuity. Continuity is the universe's greatest strength. Change happens. But flow remains. Always. As everything flows forward again. There is no urgency. No pressure. No need to stay awake. And at this gentle midpoint, you can let yourself drift deeper. The universe is calm. And sleep is close. Beyond the midpoint, everything feels softer. The story slows. Details blur. Rest becomes easier. The universe does not mind repetition. It repeats calm endlessly. Cycles are comforting. Predictable and safe. The baseball's moment has already passed. Now there is only aftermath. Cooling. Settling. After every release of energy, there is a long quiet afterward. That quiet is where balance lives. That quiet is where rest begins. Nothing rushes to replace what ended. There is no gap to fill. Silence is complete on its own. Enough by itself. Let your breathing deepen naturally. No need to guide it. Earth prefers slow conversations with space. Sunlight arriving gently each morning. Moonlight shifting tides each night. Nothing sudden. The baseball's speed was a rare interruption. A single sentence spoken quickly. Then the conversation returns to a whisper. Soft and familiar. Even the atmosphere relaxes afterward. Turbulence fades. Air smooths itself out. Stillness returns. The planet exhales invisibly. Heat disperses upward. Energy thins out. Calm settles back in. Nothing remains to be resolved. No loose ends. No lingering motion. Just continuity. Let your body grow heavier now. Gravity is kind tonight. The universe is very good at endings. They arrive cleanly. They close completely. They do not linger. Beginnings feel exciting. Endings feel peaceful. Physics understands this balance and keeps it carefully. The baseball's ending was immediate. But peace lasts much longer. That is always the case. Peace has endurance. Long after motion stops, quiet continues, holding everything gently. Like night holding the land. The stars do not flicker in response. They continue their distant burning. Unaffected. Patient. Let your thoughts loosen further. There's no need to follow the story now. The universe does not replay loud moments. It prefers steady ones. Those last longer. Those matter more. Most of existence is maintenance. Keeping balance. Holding form. Allowing rest. The baseball's energy has fully joined this maintenance. A tiny contribution. Already absorbed. Already forgotten. Earth does not mark the spot. No scar remains. No reminder persists. Only continuity. Continuity is soothing. It means tomorrow looks familiar. It means night behaves as expected. It means sleep is safe. Let the mattress support you fully. You don't need to adjust. The universe rarely surprises itself. Every outcome already fits the rules. Nothing escapes them. Nothing needs correction. Those same rules protect you now. Holding the air around you. Keeping gravity steady. Letting time pass gently. Speed fades into memory quickly. Calm lingers much longer. This is not accidental. It is intentional balance. You are resting in the lingering part. The long calm after motion. The quiet after explanation. The pause after understanding. There is no need to stay alert here. Nothing unexpected is coming. Everything has settled. Everything is stable. Let your breathing slow just a bit more. Sleep is already near. Even thought experiments eventually end. Questions answered. Curiosity satisfied. Silence restored. The baseball's question has been answered fully. Energy transforms. Balance returns. Nothing more follows. Now only the universe's steady rhythm remains. Orbit. Rotation. Breathing. That rhythm is slow enough to sleep inside. Safe enough to trust. Gentle enough to forget. Constant enough to rely on. And as the rhythm continues, you can let go completely. The night is calm. And rest deepens. By now, the universe has fully settled. Nothing vibrates from the moment anymore. Everything has found its place. Quiet holds steady. By now, the universe has fully settled. Nothing vibrates from the moment anymore. Everything has found its place. Quiet holds steady. Energy has a way of disappearing politely. Not vanishing. Just spreading until it no longer stands out. Like warmth in open air. The baseball story is no longer active. It exists only as balance restored. As equations completed. As calm regained. Physics enjoys completion. Nothing unfinished. Nothing unresolved. Just harmony. Harmony is the universe's default setting. Disturbances are temporary. Balance is permanent. Always waiting. Let your breathing stay slow and effortless. You don't need to focus now. Earth has returned fully to itself. No lingering heat. No remaining motion. Only familiar stillness. The sky looks exactly as it did before. Stars in their places. Darkness calm and deep. Nothing disturbed. Even the idea of speed begins to fade. It feels distant now. Less sharp. Less important. What remains is slowness. The pace your body understands. The rhythm your mind prefers. The speed of rest. Slowness is not weakness. It is stability. It is endurance. It is peace. Let your muscles soften more deeply. The night is kind. The universe does not hurry you. It does not demand attention. It allows drifting. It allows sleep. Most cosmic laws exist to prevent extremes. They guide energy gently. They soften motion. They protect calm. Without these laws, nothing could last. No planets. No nights. No rest. You are resting inside these protections now. Air steady. Gravity constant. Time moving gently. Nothing here is fragile. Not Earth. Not the night. Not you. Let your thoughts drift freely. They don't need direction. The baseball's extreme speed feels unreal now. Like a distant dream. Fading at the edges. Already forgotten. Dreams work the same way. They flare briefly. Then soften. Then disappear. The mind naturally prefers calm. It returns to it whenever possible. Especially at night. Especially now. Nothing remains to be imagined. Nothing left to explain. The story has ended. Peace remains. And peace does not need detail. It needs space. It needs quiet. It needs rest. Let your breathing slow naturally. Sleep can take over. The universe is very old. It has practiced calm for a long time. It knows how to settle. It knows how to wait. Waiting is not empty. It is full of stability. Full of balance. Full of rest. Even motion eventually becomes waiting. Speed slows. Energy disperses. Everything rests. The baseball's energy has fully joined that rest. Indistinguishable now. Unremarkable. Complete. There is comfort in completion. Nothing undone. Nothing pending. Nothing urgent. Let your body grow heavier. The bed supports you completely. The universe does not ask you to stay awake. It allows you to fade gently. Into stillness. Into sleep. Even awareness can rest. Thoughts can soften. Attention can loosen. Nothing needs watching. Night holds everything quietly. Events. Memories. Possibilities. You are safe inside this holding. Protected by routine. Protected by calm. Protected by time. And as everything remains steady and unchanged, you can drift even deeper now. The universe is peaceful. And sleep is very near. By now, even curiosity grows sleepy. Questions soften. Edges blur. Understanding rests. The universe does not demand attention forever. It allows ideas to fade. Like stars at dawn. Quietly. The baseball's speed feels distant now. Abstract. Almost unreal. Like a thought half remembered. What remains is familiarity. Air around you. Weight beneath you. Breath moving slowly. Familiar things are calming. They signal safety. They invite rest. They require nothing. Let your breathing be exactly as it is. No change is needed. Physics never asks for belief. Only patience. Its truths hold whether noticed or not. Steady and quiet. Even extreme events fit gently into these truths. No drama required. No chaos invited. Only resolution. Resolution is comforting. It closes loops. It completes motion. It allows sleep. The baseball's motion has fully resolved. Nothing remains unresolved. No tension lingers. No energy waits. Everything that needed to happen has happened. Everything that needed to end has ended. Let your body grow heavier now. Supported from every side. The universe is not loud by default. It becomes loud only briefly. Then returns to quiet. Always. Quiet is not emptiness. It is balance at rest. It is energy settled. It is peace. You are resting inside this peace now. No role to play. No motion to follow. No thought to finish. Time moves gently here. Not rushing. Not dragging. Simply passing. Passing is enough. Moments don't need to be held. They can drift by. Unnoticed. Let your thoughts drift too. You don't need to keep them. The baseball story has no sequel. No continuation. No aftermath. Just completion. Completion is satisfying. It allows release. It allows stillness. It allows rest. Even the universe pauses between moments. Tiny rests woven into time. So small we don't notice. But always present. Sleep mirrors this pause. A resting place for awareness. A gentle reset. A quiet renewal. You don't have to fall asleep intentionally. Sleep arrives on its own. When the moment is right. When everything is calm. Feel the calm now. It's already here. Nothing in the universe expects you to stay awake. Not the stars. Not the night. Not the laws of physics. Rest is allowed. Rest is natural. Rest is built into everything. Including you. The baseball's unimaginable speed fades completely. Leaving no trace. No echo. No urgency. Urgency belongs to waking hours. Night releases it gently. Piece by piece. Until it's gone. The universe never rushes night. It lets darkness settle slowly. Comfortably. Fully. Let your breathing slow on its own. No effort required. Stillness grows deeper the longer nothing happens. And nothing needs to happen now. Everything is complete. Everything is settled. The baseball has become indistinguishable from everything else. Energy shared. Balance restored. Story closed. You don't need to remember this story. Sleep doesn't need memory. It only needs safety. And quiet. Safety surrounds you now. In the room. In the night. In the steady laws of the universe. And as everything remains calm and unchanged, you can drift freely. The universe is at rest. And sleep is gently taking over. At this point, even the idea of motion feels distant. The universe has settled completely. Nothing presses forward. Nothing pulls back. Speed has finished its work. Energy has found its place. There is no remainder. Only calm. The baseball's journey no longer matters. It has blended into everything else. Indistinguishable. Resolved. Resolution is quiet by nature. It does not announce itself. It simply arrives. And stays. The night around you mirrors this resolution. Lights dim. Sounds soften. Stillness grows. Let your breathing be slow and easy. Nothing needs your attention now. The universe does not hold on to extremes. It releases them quickly. Returning to balance. Returning to peace. Even powerful ideas lose their edge with time. Curiosity rests. Wonder settles. Thoughts loosen. What remains is simple awareness. The feeling of being supported. The comfort of quiet. The ease of night. You don't need to follow the story anymore. It has carried you far enough. Now it can fade. Like a dream. Dreams do not need conclusions. They dissolve naturally. Gently. Without effort. Let your body sink heavier now. The bed holds you completely. The universe has no unfinished business tonight. Everything adds up. Everything balances. Everything rests. Balance feels like safety. Predictable. Reliable. Steady. This steadiness surrounds you now. In the walls. In the air. In the quiet ticking of time. Nothing unexpected is approaching. Nothing urgent is waiting. The night is settled. Fully, even awareness can relax here. Attention can drift. Focus can soften. Sleep can arrive. Let your thoughts slow without effort. They can come and go freely. The baseball's unimaginable speed has become irrelevant. Speed always gives way to stillness. Eventually. Always. Stillness lasts longer than motion. Quiet lasts longer than noise. Rest lasts longer than effort. This is the universe's preference. You are resting inside that preference now. Where nothing demands energy. Where nothing asks for speed. Where calm is enough. Time feels wide here. Uncrowded. Unpressured. Gentle. Gentle time is where sleep lives. Not in hurry. Not in effort. But in ease. Let your breathing find its own rhythm. No guidance needed now. The universe does not mind if you forget everything you heard. Forgetting is part of rest. Memory loosens. Sleep deepens. Nothing important will be missed. Nothing needs remembering. Everything essential is already in place. Safe. The night does not ask questions. It offers space. It offers quiet. It offers rest. You can accept that offer without thinking. Without effort. Without decision. Just by letting go. Let go of the story. Let go of the question. Let go of the day. The night has you. Feel the stillness now. It's deep and steady. The universe continues smoothly whether you watch or not. Nothing depends on your attention. Everything proceeds calmly. Always. You are free to rest fully. To drift. To sleep. To disappear into comfort for a while. The baseball's energy has fully dissolved into balance. Just as your thoughts can dissolve now. Softly. Completely. Nothing remains unfinished. Nothing remains tense. Everything is settled. Everything is quiet. And in this deep, steady calm, you can drift effortlessly. The universe is at peace. And sleep is gently holding you. By now, the story feels far away. Not forgotten. Just distant. Like a sound fading into night. The universe is comfortable with distance. It allows things to drift apart. It softens edges. It cools intensity. Speed has no place here anymore. Only steadiness remains. Only gentle continuation. Only rest. The baseball's motion has dissolved completely. No trace remains. No urgency survives. Only balance. Balance does not call attention to itself. It feels normal. Expected. Safe. Let your breathing be slow and natural. Nothing needs effort now. The night understands balance well. Darkness settles evenly. Sounds soften together. Stillness spreads. Nothing pulls you forward. Nothing pushes you back. You are exactly where you need to be. At rest. Even curiosity has grown quiet. Questions have loosened their grip. Wonder rests softly. Content. The universe does not require awareness to continue. It moves gently without being watched. It balances itself. Always. You are free to drift away from thought. No task remains. No idea needs holding. No focus required. Let your body grow heavier now. Fully supported. The air around you is calm and steady. Holding warmth gently. Moving slowly. Breathing with you. Gravity remains constant. Reliable. Unchanging. Comforting. These quiet forces work without pause. They never hurry. They never tire. They simply hold. You are resting inside their care. Supported on every side. Protected by balance. Safe. Nothing sudden is approaching. The night is complete. The world is settled. Everything is steady. Let your thoughts thin out. They don't need to form sentences. The universe is patient beyond measure. It has waited billions of years. It can wait a little longer. For you to rest. Even time relaxes at night. Moments stretch softly. Seconds feel wide. No pressure. Sleep arrives when there is room for it. Room in the body. Room in the mind. Room in the moment. That room exists now. Cleared by calm. Held by quiet. Ready. You don't need to step into sleep. You can simply stop standing. And let it take you. Gently. Let your breathing slow without effort. Sleep knows the way. The baseball story has completely faded. It no longer asks anything of you. It no longer exists here. Only calm remains. The universe keeps moving softly in the background. So quietly you don't notice. So steadily you can trust it. So gently you can rest. Nothing depends on you staying awake. Everything will continue just fine. The night is capable. The universe is steady. Awareness can loosen its grip now. Thoughts can dissolve. Attention can fade. Sleep can deepen. There is no right way to sleep. No technique required. Just allowing. Just resting. Let go of the last bit of effort. You don't need it anymore. The universe has done its work for the night. Energy balanced. Motion resolved. Quiet restored. Now it keeps watch silently. While you rest. While you drift. While you sleep. Nothing will interrupt this calm. Nothing urgent waits. Nothing needs attention. All is well. You are free to sink deeper now. Into stillness. Into comfort. Into sleep. And as everything remains steady and unchanged, you can let go completely. The universe is peaceful. And rest holds you gently. At this stage, even the night feels settled. Nothing is shifting. Nothing is changing quickly. Everything has found its pace. The universe is very good at pacing itself. It never rushes endings. It allows quiet to deepen. Naturally. The baseball story has fully dissolved. Not erased. Just absorbed. Like warmth into air. Absorption is gentle. It spreads things out. Softens intensity. Restores balance. Balance feels like safety. Familiar. Predictable. Comforting. Let your breathing stay slow and easy. There is nothing to do. Even the idea of what happened fades away. Explanation becomes unnecessary. Understanding rests. Silence remains. Silence is not empty. It is full of steadiness. Full of patience. Full of rest. The universe prefers this state. It returns to it again and again. After every event. Without fail. Authing in the night demands effort. No reactions required. No vigilance needed. Just rest. You are allowed to stop paying attention. Sleep does not need witnesses. It arrives quietly. When it is ready. Let your body grow heavier now. Supported without effort. Gravity remains constant and calm. Holding you gently in place. As it always has. As it always will. Air moves slowly around you. Barely noticeable. Breathing with you. Keeping everything steady. These forces never hurry. They never strain. They simply continue. Reliable and quiet. You are resting inside their care. Protected by consistency. Surrounded by balance. Safe. Nothing sudden is approaching. The night is complete. The world is calm. All is well. Let your thoughts thin and soften. They don't need shape. The universe does not measure rest. It allows as much as you need. No limit. No expectation. Even time loosens its grip now. Seconds stretch. Moments blur. Awareness fades. Sleep does not arrive with force. It settles gently. Like dust in still air. Naturally. There is nothing to anticipate. Nothing to prepare for. The night has arrived fully. And it is kind. You don't need to follow the story anymore. It has served its purpose. Now it can fade. Like a dream dissolving. Let go of the last bit of effort. You don't need it. The universe continues quietly in the background. So softly you don't notice. So steadily you can trust it. Always. Nothing depends on your awareness. Everything proceeds calmly. Rules hold. Balance remains. Your only task now is rest. And even that requires no effort. Just allowing. Just drifting. Thoughts may come and go. You don't need to follow them. They can pass by. Like clouds. The night does not rush sleep. It gives it space. Gives it time. Gives it quiet. Let your breathing slow on its own. Sleep knows the way. The baseball's energy has long since vanished into balance. Nothing remains to resolve. Nothing remains tense. Everything is complete. Completion is calming. It allows release. It allows peace. It allows sleep. You are surrounded by completion now. The day has ended. The night has settled. The universe is steady. There is nowhere else to be. Nothing else to consider. Rest is enough. Rest is here. And as everything remains calm and unchanged, you can drift freely. The universe is at peace. And sleep is gently holding you. At this depth of night, nothing feels urgent. Time stretches comfortably. Moments dissolve. Rest settles in. The universe is content to remain unchanged for a while. No new motion required. No new energy released. Just quiet continuity. The baseball's story is now completely silent. No echo remains. No reminder lingers. Only balance. Balance is gentle by design. It holds everything evenly. Without strain. Without effort. The night understands this balance well. Darkness spreads evenly. Sound softens naturally. Stillness deepens. Let your breathing stay slow and unforced. There is nothing to manage. Even curiosity has gone to sleep. Questions no longer form. Thoughts slow to a murmur. Then fade. The universe does not need you to understand it right now. Understanding can rest. Awareness can soften. Nothing is required. Everything important has already been handled. Energy balanced. Motion resolved. Calm restored. This is the natural end of all motion. Not stopping abruptly, but settling gradually. Like dust in still air. You are resting inside this settling. Held gently. Supported fully. Safe. Let your body feel heavy and comfortable. The bed carries you. The universe is very old. It has perfected the art of rest. It knows how to slow down. It knows how to wait. Waiting is peaceful when nothing is expected. No deadline. No demand. No urgency. Sleep is simply deep waiting. For nothing in particular. Just allowing time to pass. Softly. The baseball's energy has fully joined this waiting. Unnoticed. Unimportant. Complete. Completion brings comfort. Nothing left undone. Nothing unresolved. Nothing pressing. Let your thoughts drift freely. They don't need meaning. The universe does not mind repetition. Calm repeats endlessly. Night follows night. Rest follows motion. This repetition is safe. Predictable. Reliable. Comforting. Your body recognizes this rhythm. Breathing slows. Muscles soften. Awareness dims. Nothing resists this process. Not thought. Not memory. Not attention. Half awareness is enough now. You don't need clarity. You don't need focus. Just rest. Let your breathing find its own pace. No guidance needed. The universe is quietest when nothing changes. This is one of those moments. Still. Complete. Even time seems gentle here. Flowing without pressure. Without direction. simply passing. The baseball's unimaginable speed feels unreal now. A distant idea. Already dissolved. Already gone. What remains is comfort. Weight. Warmth. Safety. Safety does not need explanation. It is felt. Not analyzed. Not questioned. Let yourself sink deeper now. Sleep is close. The universe does not need your attention tonight. It can manage on its own. It always does. Calmly. You are free to drift completely. No responsibility remains. No awareness required. Only rest. The night wraps around everything evenly. Softening edges. Blurring boundaries. Holding stillness. There is nothing left to imagine. Nothing left to follow. Nothing left to do. Only sleep. And as everything remains quiet and unchanged, you can let go fully now. The universe is calm. And sleep is already here. At this point, even words feel optional. Meaning has softened. Attention has loosened. Rest deepens naturally. The universe is very comfortable with silence. It spends most of its existence there. Quiet stretches endlessly. Uninterrupted. The baseball's speed no longer registers as an idea. It has faded completely. Like a ripple long after the water is still. Gone. What remains is steadiness. A sense of everything being exactly where it should be. Nothing leaning forward. Nothing pulling away. Steadiness feels like safety. It asks nothing of you. It requires no response. It simply holds. Let your breathing be soft and shallow if it wants to be. There is no right way now. Even the universe's laws feel distant here. Not because they've stopped, but because they no longer need attention. They are simply working. Everything that needed motion has moved. Everything that needed change has changed. What remains prefers rest. And stays there. Rest is not an absence. It is a stable presence. A quiet fullness. Complete. You are resting inside this fullness now. Nothing missing. Nothing required. Nothing urgent. The night does not ask you to think. It allows you to drift. To blur. To sleep. Let the bed feel even softer beneath you. You don't need to move. The universe does not track how long you rest. There is no clock here. Only duration without pressure. Time uncounted. Uncounted time feels wide. Spacious. Gentle. Safe. Sleep exists in this wideness. Where moments are not measured. Where awareness fades naturally. Without effort. The baseball's energy is indistinguishable now. It has fully merged with balance. No trace remains. Only continuity. Continuity is comforting. It means nothing sudden is coming. Nothing unexpected waits. Everything is steady. Let your thoughts thin to whispers. They can fade whenever they like. The universe has always trusted rest. It builds it into everything. Into stars. Into nights. Even light pauses between arrivals. Even motion rests between changes. Nothing is constant effort. Everything gets a break. You are allowed that break now. Fully. Without explanation. Without delay. There is no edge to fall asleep from. No threshold to cross. Sleep simply gathers you. Quietly. Awareness loosens gently. Like hands unclenching. Like breath slowing. Like night settling. Let your breathing slow naturally. No guidance needed anymore. The universe does not notice when you fall asleep. And that is comforting. Nothing changes. Everything continues. Continuing does not require you. You are free to rest completely. Unobserved. Unneeded. The night holds the world steady while you sleep. It always has. It always will. Reliable and quiet. Nothing remains unresolved. No question unanswered. No motion unfinished. Only calm. Calm deepens when nothing interrupts it. And nothing will. Not tonight. Not now. Let yourself sink as deeply as you want. Sleep is already happening. The universe has finished telling this story. It does not repeat itself. It does not explain further. It rests. Rest is the final state of all motion. Not stopping, but settling. Gently. You are settling too. Body heavy. Mind soft. Awareness dim. There is nothing left to follow. Nothing left to imagine. Nothing left to do. Only sleep. And in this deep, steady stillness, you can let go completely now. The universe is calm. And you are safe to sleep. At this depth, even stillness feels soft. Nothing sharp remains. Nothing distinct. Only rest. The universe has fully settled into itself. No motion stands out. No energy asks attention. Everything is balanced. The baseball's story has dissolved beyond memory. Not forgotten. Just irrelevant. Finished. Finished things do not linger. They make room. They allow quiet. They invite sleep. Quiet does not need explanation. It simply exists. Holding everything evenly. Without effort. Let your breathing be barely noticeable now. Just enough. The universe has no final words tonight. It does not summarize. It does not repeat. It rests. Rest is the natural conclusion of all motion. Stars rest between flares. Worlds rest between changes. You rest now. Nothing more is expected of you. Not attention. Not thought. Not awareness. Awareness can dim without disappearing. Like lights lowered gently. Never abruptly. Never forced. This dimming is safe. Familiar. Ancient. Trusted. Let the night take the lead now. You don't need to guide anything. The universe has carried everything long before you arrived. It will continue while you sleep. Without interruption. Without concern. Nothing depends on your wakefulness. Everything functions quietly. Reliably. Patiently. Sleep is not leaving the world. It is resting inside it. Held by the same rules. Protected by balance. The baseball's energy has long since become warmth. Warmth into balance. Balance into silence. Silence into night. Night accepts everything equally. Ideas. Events. Thoughts. Let your thoughts dissolve into the background. They don't need form. The universe does not notice when you stop listening. And that is peaceful. Nothing changes. Nothing is lost. Even listening can rest now. Sound becomes distant. Words soften. Meaning fades. This fading is not emptiness. It is fullness without edges. Comfort without shape. Rest without effort. You are safe inside this softness. Held gently. Supported fully. Unquestioned. Nothing else needs to happen tonight. Everything important already has. Balance is complete. Calm is deep. Let your body be heavy and still. Sleep is already present. The universe does not rush endings. It lets them fade naturally. Like twilight into night. Smooth and slow. The baseball's moment has fully vanished. Not even a memory remains. Only continuity. Only rest. Continuity feels like safety. Tomorrow will come gently. Morning will arrive on time. Nothing will be missing. You don't need to prepare for that now. The universe handles it. Quietly. Reliably. For now, only rest exists. No future. No past. Just this calm. Let your breathing slow even more if it wants to. No guidance remains. The night does not evaluate sleep. There is no right depth. No right moment. Only allowing. Allowing is effortless. It happens when effort stops. When holding loosens. When rest begins. You are already allowing. Already drifting. Already resting. Already safe. The universe has nothing more to show you tonight. It trusts you to rest. It trusts itself to continue. Balance remains. And with that trust, everything becomes quiet. Everything becomes still. Everything becomes sleep. Let the silence stretch comfortably. Nothing will interrupt it. There is no edge between awake and asleep. Only a soft blending. A gentle merge. Like nightfall. Thoughts fade like stars at dawn. Not gone suddenly. Just less noticeable. Then absent. Awareness narrows to comfort. Warmth. Weight. Ease. The baseball story has fully disappeared. It no longer exists here. It has done its work. And rested. Now you rest too. Without expectation. Without effort. Without awareness. Let go completely now. There is nothing left to hold. The universe continues smoothly. You do not need to witness it. Sleep is enough. Rest is enough. Nothing calls you back to waking. Nothing asks for attention. The night is deep. The world is steady. You are held inside patterns older than thought. Gravity. Balance. Time. These patterns never fail. They do not forget. They do not hurry. They simply hold. Held things can rest fully. And so can you. Now. Here. Let the final bits of awareness fade. Sleep has arrived. There is nothing left to say. Nothing left to explain. Nothing left to imagine. Only sleep. The universe has closed this chapter. Gently. Quietly. Completely. Everything that moved has settled. Everything that changed has resolved. Everything that needed rest has found it. Including you. The night is stable and deep. Unchanging. Untroubled. Kind. You are safe inside this kindness. Free to drift. Free to sleep. Free to disappear for a while. Let sleep take over fully now. You do not need to stay. The universe will still be here when you wake. Balanced. Calm. patient. Nothing will be missing. Nothing will be rushed. Nothing will be undone. All is well. The baseball's journey is complete. So is this one. So is the day. So is thought. Only rest remains. Deep. Gentle. Enough. And in this rest, everything is quiet. Everything is steady. Everything is asleep. Let the silence continue on its own. You're done listening. No ending is needed here. Sleep does not require closure. It simply arrives. And stays. The universe does not say goodbye. It stays present. Even when unnoticed. Especially now. Awareness dissolves into comfort. Comfort into stillness. Stillness into sleep. Naturally. There is no final moment. Only a gentle fade. Like night deepening. Without edge. You are already asleep. Or almost. And that is enough. Perfectly enough. The universe rests with you. Not watching. Not waiting. Just being. Everything is settled now. Fully. Completely. Quietly. Nothing more will be said. Nothing more will happen. Sleep holds everything. Including you. And as the night continues on, undisturbed and calm, you drift deeper still. Safe and warm. Good night. The universe is quiet. Everything is balanced. And you are free to sleep. From unimaginable speed to complete stillness. From a baseball racing through space to you resting gently here. The same laws that guide stars and energy also guide your breath, your heartbeat, your rest. You are not separate from the universe. You are part of its rhythm. And tonight, that rhythm is slow. As you sleep, the universe continues calmly. Earth keeps turning. Air keeps flowing. Time keeps moving gently forward. You don't have to follow any of it. You can rest completely. Good night. Sleep softly.